Everybody? How is everyone doing today? I am doing a 7 round mock draft, and I am doing it on the New England Patriots today. Um, you know, Patriots are a very interesting team, but let's see how the board falls because I've been picking Jamison Williams. Pretty much, it's been Jamison Williams Patriots, Malik Willis Saints have been my consistent pick so far in this mock draft. In these mock drafts, um, I am not trading up from 14. I essentially am going to run this mock draft how the Patriots do it because, at 23, they could make the pick, but they're known to be trading down. Also, why the fuck would the Eagles go with Sam Howell? Um, okay, we'll go back to this trade offer. Tyler Linderbaum, I would like, but I'm going to take this offer with the Chiefs. We're going to trade back. Um, but I want to get I'm going to get an extra pick too. We're going to finesse Brett Beach. Okay. Knowing New England though, this is going to be one where you could see a lot of trade downs. Um, okay, we'll take the Saints deal unless I find something that I'm intrigued with. I don't know if I want to drop that far back though. All right, we're making this pick. I'm not dropping that far back. Patriots, I know they invested a lot in the receiver position in the offseason, but if you look at Tom Brady earlier in his career in New England, he didn't play that amazing, but right when he got Randy Moss and better receivers, he started to become more elite. And you essentially don't want Mac Jones just to be another Kirk Cousins or Ryan Tannehill. You want him to go to that Peyton Manning level. The issue, though, is Bill Belichick has a terrible reputation of drafting receivers. And, I don't know if you believe in the I don't know if you guys believe in the belief that if you've went down that rabbit hole a lot of times and it hasn't worked, why should you try again? And Bill Belichick, though, was going to give it one last shot and go with Jahan Dotson from Penn State. Um, I like Jahan Dotson a lot. I think he is the best deep threat receiver in this year's draft. I think Traylon Burks, I would say right now, route runner, it has to be Chris Olave. Deep threat, Jahan Dotson with Jameson Williams close. And I think physical guy, it's Traylon Burks or a Drake London, one of those two. And also, I have been brainstorming content the last couple days. And one of the ideas that I had, which I am going to do, is top 10. I'm going to start off with people in the NFL, like top 10 quarterbacks, top 10 coaches, blah, blah, blah. And that, like top 10 all time. And then I'll eventually go into my top 10 per position in the NFL draft. However, I'm going to personally, I want to do it post Super Bowl because you get the Senior Bowl and then like right before the combine and after the combine, I'll do another top 10. So Patriots are on the board again. And Patriots are a BPA team. And looking at the board, there's no one that I really see intriguing. Also, Patriots are a team that is kind of prone to drafting weird. But I'm going to go Christian Harris, a linebacker from Alabama. The Nick Saban connection, I hate to make that an excuse, but, if it was between him and Brandon Smith, Christian Harris probably make more sense because the Alabama connection. But now the Patriots are a team that, one second, I'm curious who Malik Willis, where he's going to go to. Um, Minnesota, maybe? I'm not. Is Minnesota going to get Malik? Who's getting Malik Willis? Atlanta. That's a good fit. But New England's a team that they're prone to drafting weird players. And, it's a good thing in the sense where, especially on the defensive side of the ball, it's worked. It's worked good. Um, Next up, though, even though they have a lot of tight end depth, and I think they could get rid of maybe maybe Johnny Smith. I don't know. I can't go tight end though. Um, Brenton Cox Jr. would make some sense as an edge rusher. Matt Judon has been a beast this year, even though he was not very nice to my boy Carson Wentz. Very disappointed at Matthew for that, but he's been good this year. Elite, you could even say. Um, Nolan Smith would make some sense for the Patriots because you can never have enough edge rushers. I'm going to take Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith is such a weird player. Like he's like a nah fuck. All right, let me pause this shit real quick. He is different than Xavier Thomas because Xavier Thomas was good, but he come on. I just want to make the graphics okay. Xavier Thomas is probably a little better coming out of high school slightly, but at least that Thomas may not even be drafted. Nolan Smith. I think he is someone that needs to. He first all needs to put on weight. Um, if he could get up to 260, maybe I would even say 250, 15 more pounds. But he just does one thing really good, and you know, especially in the NFL, if you can find a guy that at least is elite at one thing, everything else will come over time. Um, Fuck. Okay. Kobe Bryant, I like. I pick Josh Jobe a lot, so I'm gonna go Kobe Bryant here. You can never have enough corners. Okay, Patriots next up. Hassan Haskins is intriguing. I can't go that route. I kind of want to go Josh Jobe, unless there's a good offensive line depth person that I like. We're gonna go back to back, two cornerbacks. Um, I would say Patriots are kind of a revolving door of corner. I mean, look at Stephon Gilmore, like, and you guys have J.C. Jackson right now, but and it's kind of smart though that New England doesn't really hold on to players like that. I mean, they've had Devin McCourty for a while, but corners regress over time. You're gonna see it in 5 years where, like, look at Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman was, um, I would personally say he was he was the best corner in the NFL during for a couple of years. He fell off a cliff, not literally, but he regressed a lot. Darrell Revis, same thing. It just happens for a lot of different players at the position, at the cornerback position. Um, let's see, New England next up. Um, let's see. You know what? Maybe out of the box, but I'm gonna take quarterback here, and the reason being is that you know, yeah, Matt, we all believe in Mac Jones. We all believe in Mac Jones. Brian Hoyer is getting older. You don't have that really good number two quarterback, and to me, out of these quarterbacks here, I think Levi Lewis from Louisiana is going to be, um, him and Aquil Glass are kind of those, and I guess Dustin Crum too are going to be those late round, possibly undrafted quarterbacks that, like how Ian Book was last year. I think they have a decent chance of being drafted. Not as high as Ian Book was drafted, but still. Um, we have one more pick, and then I'll end the video. Um, I think Xavier Thomas career resurrection would be cool, but I'm gonna take Zacoby Dean. I haven't taken him in a while. And thank you guys for watching. We'll do a quick recap, though. Patriots getting Jahan Dotson, Christian Harris, Nolan Smith, Kobe Bryant, Josh Jobe, Levi Lewis, and Kobe McLean. Thank you guys